Apple's premium line of iPhones is arriving this autumn, and a news source says that one model, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, has a larger body than the iPhone 16 Pro Max it will replace, which may imply space for a larger battery. It's claimed, something that hasn't been stated before and is, of course, extremely fantastic news. Plus, the same story has fascinating consequences for the tiny iPhone said to be in the works, maybe to be dubbed iPhone 17 Air. And now, an exciting new research reveals that 2025 might be the year when the first iPhone Ultra emerges. That newest proposal comes from Ryan Christoffel of 9to5Mac, who remarks on the current reports. The more rumors we've seen emerge about the iPhone 17 Pro Max, the more I've started to think Apple is preparing for an Ultra rebrand, he adds. The first rumor he speaks about is this fresh leak. It comes from a supplier with a great reputation, Ice Universe. In a post on X, they say that the upcoming Pro Max will be 8.725mm thick, instead of the 8.25mm thickness of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. That's little about 0.5mm larger. I know, small, right? Except that may be tiny enough to be imperceptible in the hand, yet thick enough to hold a larger cell inside, which may be a significant boost. Along with this, Christoffel speaks about the prospect of a thinner dynamic island that may be coming to the iPhone 17 Pro Max alone. Another possibility is that the Max may possibly feature a vapor cooling system. The three traits combined made him believe that an Ultra is in the wings. More on it later, but first, back to Ice Universe. The leaker goes on to disclose the dimensions of the iPhone 17 Air, and the allegations are astonishing. You would have imagined that the iPhone 17 Air would be a slimmed-down version of the iPhone 16 Plus. But no, according to Ice Universe via their Weibo account, the all-new addition to the lineup will measure the same as the iPhone 17 Pro Max in every direction save from thickness. Continue to reveal exclusively the length, width, screen size, and black edges of iPhone 17 Air and iPhone 17 Pro Max are exactly the same. Only the thickness is different. The thickness of iPhone 17 Air is 5.5mm, while the thickness of iPhone 17 Pro Max is 8.725mm, the report says. The knock-on effect of this is that the next iPhone will feature a display as huge as the iPhone 16 Pro Max, or close to it, that is 6.9 inches, which is a significant thing for a first release, particularly if the display size actually will equal the most costly iPhone in the range. There will be more changes, it appears. Other rumors have suggested that the iPhone 17 Air would employ the same Apple C1 modem found in the just-announced iPhone 16e, and it's not capable of M-Wave speeds, which the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and thus probably the iPhone 17 Pro Max, will be. Maybe that's for the best, since the M-Wave phones require a panel on the side, which appears like it would be too large for the 5.5mm thickness projected for the iPhone 17 Air. Which raises the question, will future super slim iPhones have to manage without M-Wave as well? The rumor states that in other areas the specifications of the iPhone 17 Pro Max are similar to the current Pro Max, which is expected, considering that the present style just launched a few months ago, and Apple seldom alters a design considerably on an annual basis. That said, it's conceivable the camera panel might alter, if other stories are to be believed, and that the back of the phone could be part aluminum instead of practically all glass all over as it is presently, which might represent a greater design shift. In a subsequent post on Weibo, Ice Universe states, "The iPhone 17 Pro Max looks so strong, and the increase in the thickness of the body means that the battery must have increased." This is guesswork at this time, given there are other reasons Apple may modify one dimension of an existing iPhone, but it's very promising. Mind you, the battery life on the iPhone 16 Pro Max is fantastic, and my everyday use almost never sees me finish the day with less than 30% more remaining in the tank. That said, nobody ever claimed, "My phone's great, but the battery just lasts too long," did they? Since the same leaker also indicated that the upcoming super slim iPhone, purportedly named iPhone 17 Air, would only measure 5.5mm from front to back, but otherwise equal the Pro Max in proportions, we may conclude that the Air won't match the Pro Max battery life, surely. Let's conclude where we began, with Christoffel's conclusion that the Pro Max this year may really be dubbed the iPhone 17 Ultra. On the surface, making the iPhone 17 Pro Max thicker, which naturally will make it heavier too, seems especially strange in a year the iPhone 17 Air will launch. When your Pro line is facing competition from an ultra-thin new iPhone, why would you then make those Pro models even thicker? He asks. His explanation is that with these alterations, Apple might be seeking to separate the new phone from the rest of the series, including the iPhone 17 Pro. This might entail a dramatically different lineup from any we've seen. It would be iPhone 17, iPhone 17 Air, iPhone 17 Pro, and iPhone 17 Ultra. It's a fascinating notion, and coming after a recent unexpected fall in iPhone sales in the past holiday quarter would undoubtedly be a huge shakeup that would garner curiosity. Do I believe it will happen? I can't rule it out, but it sounds like a pretty substantial adjustment and may confuse the range too much for Apple's comfort. Right now, you may pick an iPhone in two sizes, iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus, or a Pro in two sizes, iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max, plus a more cheap variant, the iPhone 16e. Apple deleted some phones from the range in the previous few weeks to make the available options more simplified. It seems too convoluted a lineup to me, but Apple may know better. Next, Apple has apparently pushed the frontiers of digital gear, as per leakers of the future iPhone 17 Pro Max flagship, with a presumably lighter variant ACA. iPhone 17 Air. Apple's premier series of iPhones is arriving this fall, as per Forbes. Tech media sources also indicate that one model, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, has a thicker body than the iPhone 16 Pro Max it will replace. We know quite a bit about what's coming, asserts McRumors. 2025 could bring one of the biggest updates to the iPhone's design that we've seen since the 2017 iPhone X, it claimed. The all-new iPhone 17 Air would also feature a much thinner design, a new display size, a different look for the camera, and more, it stated. The leak site The Apple Hub also speculated on the likely debut of iPhone 17 Air, citing Ice Universe. The iPhone 17 Pro Max, according to Forbes, is rumored to bring a 6.9-inch Ultra Retina XDR 3.0 display, incorporating Promotion 2.0 for an adaptive refresh rate of up to 240 Hz. Packed with cutting-edge upgrades in performance, display, and camera capabilities, leak sites say that the next product from the tech giant would establish a new standard for premium mobile devices. Leakers say new Ceramic Shield Pro will assure longevity, while the Titanium 2.0 body makes it lighter but sturdier than its predecessors. Apple is also said to have minimized bezels further, offering a virtually edge-to-edge immersive experience. McRumors also said there would be no iPhone 17 Plus, as Apple does away with the Plus series since it has not proved successful with users. The trimmed-down iPhone 17 won't be a straight replacement for the iPhone 17 Plus, instead making a debut as a new device choice in the lineup. Rumors claim that the future gadget will feature a display that's approximately 6.6 inches and a chassis that's 6 millimeters thick or less. For photography fans, the quad-lens camera system boasting a 200 megapixels primary sensor might give a new pleasure, an improvement that boosts low-light performance and clarity, with AI-enhanced computational photography improving pictures. Moreover, the reported 10x periscope telephoto lens is supposed to give enhanced zooming capabilities. A special astrophotography mode also takes breathtaking cosmic shots with remarkable detail. Leaker sites such from Apple Club have listed several expected features since October, already accessed by almost 3 million X-users. Powered by the A19 Bionic CPU, the iPhone 17 Pro Max boasts lightning-fast processing rates with 3 nanometer plus architecture for greater efficiency. The Neural Engine 3.0 greatly speeds AI-driven processes. The smartphone offers an industry-leading 48-hour battery life, powered by MagSafe 2.0 for quicker wireless charging and USB-C 2.1 for ultra-fast cable charging. The incorporation of solar-assisted charging technology guarantees customers keep fueled up in any circumstance. One story suggests it will operate on iOS 18, enabling the iPhone 17 Pro Max to harness Apple Intelligence, a smart AI-driven assistant that personalizes user experiences. Features like Live Translate, AI summarization, and smart widgets boost usability, while Dynamic Island 2.0 gives real-time, AI-powered alerts are anticipated. The iPhone 17 Pro Max apparently has 6G connection, assuring blazing fast internet rates. Note: the International Telecommunications Union is currently completing the 6G standards, while it is thought that several features have been adopted in advance by major phone makers. Apple has also added quantum secure Face ID, making facial recognition more secure than before. The new Privacy Core chip strengthens data protection, assuring top-tier security for consumers. With breakthrough technology, amazing performance, and a superior camera system, the iPhone 17 Pro Max ranks as Apple's most stunning smartphone to date. For those seeking unprecedented innovation and elegance, this item is a game-changer. We're also sort of anticipating updates with the Dynamic Island and the Face ID Hideaway that remained unaltered in 2024. A tip from tech expert Jeff Poo, famed for his precise Apple forecasts, claims that the iPhone 17 Pro Max will sport a smaller dynamic island. Notably, this update is likely to be specific to the Pro Max, with no tweaks planned for the other iPhone 17 variants. The reason for this might be Apple's adoption of a meta-lens, a new kind of lens that could minimize the area required for the front camera and Face ID. Unlike regular lenses, which employ a curved form to guide light, a meta-lens is flat and features small etchings to concentrate light more accurately. As indicated again lately, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is rumored to bring a revamped front with the meta-lens technology that's intended to decrease the dynamic island. In the latter few days of 2024, a report from the Far East indicated that the iPhone 17 Pro would also sport a smaller dynamic island and 10-year bezels. Dynamic Island, for those unaware, is Apple's feature that modifies the display surrounding the front cutout to show additional information, including album art while listening to music. Rumorsville is largely silent on the iPhone 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max battery capacity, but it's predicted for the pair to come with approximately 3,700 mAh and approximately 4,700 mAh capacity, respectively. Apple's new battery adhesive, originally seen in the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus, might be utilized across all 4 iPhone 17 models next year. The method employs an electric current to degrade the glue, enabling the battery to be removed with minimum effort. After removal, a fresh coat of glue is placed for the replacement battery. This procedure substitutes the typical use of heat and equipment like crowbars. Testing the glue on this year's non-Pro iPhones provides Apple vital input from Genius Bar personnel before spreading it out across all iPhone 17 models. It's reasonable to conclude that the iPhone 17 models will benefit from the stacked battery technology that debuted in 2023. Back in 2023, Apple revealed that the battery performance of the iPhone 15 models had surpassed original predictions. Originally, it was expected that the battery would maintain 80% of its original capacity after 500 full charge cycles. However, Apple lowered its forecasts for the full iPhone 15 family. That's because to bigger cells employing the stacked battery manufacture process, similar to the technology used in electric automobiles. Traditional lithium-ion batteries are generally created using the winding process, when materials are folded into a cylindrical or prismatic form. Each approach has its own perks and uses. The stacked battery approach offers a more homogeneous and solid internal structure, which might possibly boost the battery's energy density and stability. The winding battery, also known as coiled or spiral wound battery, technique involves folding battery materials into a cylindrical or prismatic form. Wound batteries are often simpler and less costly to create at scale and are noted for their resilience and strong mechanical stability. However, they may have somewhat lower energy density because of the space used up by the winding process. While iOS 19 is still far off, we may anticipate some familiar features with modest modifications, but fundamentally, the core experience will stay the same. With iOS 18, we get to explore new features such as free-form app icon placement, richer icon customization, including resizing and adding color tints, customizable lock screen shortcuts, and a revamped control center. These areas might be upgraded further in iOS 19, offering customers even more control over their iPhone's design. Until recently, before the AI era, that is, 12 gigs of RAM for an iPhone appeared utterly unneeded, but it's a wild new world out there. Of course, the big star of the show will be the 19 Pro processor, the brain of the iPhone 17 Pro pair, and it's believed to be really excellent and formidable. A recent rumor stated that the Pro models might eventually provide reverse wireless charging, something that Android phones have for years now. The Cupertino firm is apparently developing 7.5 daily reverse wireless charging, so don't anticipate anything too insane. So, let us know what you think in the comment section. As always, see you tomorrow. Peace out.